It looks like nothing. It's just a stock Colorado.
Got a nice dent in it. The only thing that might give it away is you notice that it's 6 lug in the front, 5 lug in the back. A lot of car guys would be like, why does it have 2 different lug patterns on it?
The turn signals are nicely fogged, showing how many miles were on the truck?
It almost had 200,000 on it.
Nice.
188,000 when I started the swap.
Yeah, you are right. I would have said, if I saw this in a parking lot, I'd be like, you said like, oh, Gardner's truck, or that's a part harders or something. But you said you really have to, oh, mismatched wheels. I guess he just found those. But you said, oh, right, 6 lug in the front.
If you were even keen to wonder what's going on with it, but other
it's been parked against something. It looks, maybe there was a sticker or something here from some company.
If you catch it in the right sun, you can see where there was lettering on this truck, but I can't read it.
Right.
That was the same with my other work truck that I built. It had lettering at one point, but
it has one hubcap on one side, no hubcap on the other side.
I mean, look at the nice patina already. For
yeah.
The paint's just gone.
It's been parked under something. Stuff's been dropped on it.
It's really interesting. A lot of people might look at this because the Colorado has that more aggressive cat eye front end with the multi-beam headlights, and this is like a sealed beam.
This is a sealed beam headlight.
Yeah,
this is so old.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know this either.
No,
that's not.
You get a Colorado with this basic of a front end.
Yeah. That is a glass headlight, which means total fleet vehicle. This truck was ordered in a unit of like 50 or something like that.
Absolutely.
This is something that would just roll around a job site.
A lot of these Chevy trucks, when you open the door, the seat from like here to here is gone.
Right.
It's gone.
You have a gigantic guy, and
all he does is slide
in and out, just like on that one guy, like Brian's Mobile or something, who said that everybody does the sliding, slide out and just wrecks the seat.
Oh no!
Here's where things get good. Sweet mother of God, that's an LS.
Shiny, you know, and they put all like the prettiest paint on everything. I mean, you can see that this was out of that van. Like it's still like, if I reach down there, it's disgusting. Like, look at this.
Right.
It looks like it's been in here for a while, which is kind of neat.
And it's a 6-liter out of a 3500.
A 3500 van. Yep. A 2006 Express van engine. And everything is stock. What's interesting is you can tell it came out of a van because it has a remote reservoir for power steering. The truck has the reservoir. Basically, it's a plastic little garbage can that hangs off the side down here where this hose feeds. But that's a van. I use the van power steering pump and everything. And then, like, really interesting fact is 05, a lot of these cars were returnless fuel system. My 4-cylinder had a return fuel system. So I put an older intake on because this truck 06 was drive-by-wire, so it had electronic throttle body and non-return fuel system, one feed. But what's interesting is this 4-cylinder was return, and these are the stock fuel lines. They clipped straight into the feed and return on the stock.
And that was something you were going on. You have this big turbo. Did you have to change the injectors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, it does have Siemens Deca 80-pound injectors, not the stock injectors.
But the existing fuel lines are enough.
It's a stock tank, stock hat, stock everything. So other than that, it's totally stock. These are the stock truck fuel rails, stock truck fuel pressure regulator. These are the stock 4-cylinder Colorado fuel lines. All it has in the tank, I pulled the sending unit out and I put a Walbro 450 LPH fuel pump in. Totally stock basket and everything. This is the stock radiator. I put an electric fan on out of a Ford Windstar minivan, and it's a 2-speed fan. I only have the 1-speed wired right now because most of the time I wire a 2-speed fan, the low speed's plenty. I never even usually wire the high because I never have temperature issues. And then if we had zipped, I mean, I would cut this and show you like if we were at my house, but you can see the intercooler in the front end here. Very simply, it's piped in, you know. This is normally, classically, what people are used to seeing is like, it's a horizontal flow, but the inlet and outlet are pointing like this. Mine, the end tanks are flipped up, and you can see like through there.
Let's see if the GoPro can see them in there. There.
Actually, it can.
Yeah.
So all you do is, this is going in, and that's a 90-degree coupler going straight into the top. And then this is a 90 coming out, and then going right in. Stock truck throttle body and everything. And since this car was drive-by-wire, the 4-cylinder and the 6.0, there was no throttle cable at all. So this is actually a 2003 Chevy Blazer throttle cable. It bolts right in to the stock everything. We just made some room for it and attached it to the floor and the pedal also, because the pedal was electronic pedal. So we swapped it all over as we go along. My buddy Cory Johnson built this entire hot side, which is all the exhaust going into the turbo. And then this turbo is an On3 Performance 7875. My buddy built the downpipe too. He lives over in like the west. I forget exactly where, but you know, a couple thousand miles from here.
And that was something we were talking about at Yakko's, how if you want to do something like this, you need a balanced turbo. Where you're...
For a V8, you need what's called a larger turbine, definitely. Yep, if you want to make a lot of power, that's the thing. If you want to be able to, if you want to have a lot of power capability, you need a larger turbine. But yeah, a balanced turbo will also spool better too. Like if you have a really heavy compressor and a small turbine, you know, it might be laggy, it might take a while to produce boost. It might make 5 pounds very quickly, and then it might be like, that's what we call a lazy turbo, is it might make boost, but take a long time to make high boost. Where a turbo with a lot of response, you know, it might make 20 pounds, you can lift and hit it, and it's 20 pounds again, like instantaneously.
That's what it felt like to drive this. And what you did, you just held the brake a little bit. My God. I'm just gonna turn it around.
Okay.
Even that topped it. I don't even want to. It's like it's constantly on ice. Jeez.
Yep. See? Through a fence, backwards.
Right?
Left.
Left.
And that's just on motor. I mean,
right.
And then the turbo kicks in